I mean, we were sitting here, obviously we started broadcasting when Arsenal were 3-0 up, and it quickly went to 3-3. I mean, I know it moves them to the brink of the Champions League, but what do you think the result of this will do for Arsene Wenger?
It's not so much Arsene Wenger, it's the confidence of the players. And I must admit, I was going to say that I was surprised at their lack of game awareness and tactical naivety, but if you look at Arsenal and us in this season, it doesn't surprise me because we always try and get the next goal, and at 3-0 up, you don't need to go and chase the game. All you need to do is sit the two holding midfield players in front of the back four, whether it be Flamini and Ramsey, and just say to the other four players, you go and get on with it. Us six are going to stay nice and solid. And I'm amazed that the direction doesn't come from, obviously, the touchline, but also you have a centre-half in Per Mertesacker who's played over 100 games for Germany and is a World Cup winner. He should be marshalling his defence and the people around him.
And it must be quite demoralising, as you said, from a player's point of view. I mean, they've gone from the high of winning in Anderlecht and getting 2 late goals, where with the argument to say they could have easily lost that, and then tonight, and it happens time and time again, the inconsistency and the lack of concentration. I mean, it's going to, when it comes back to the league games, it must affect them in the last 10 minutes, thinking, what are we going to do here? I don't know if it's psychologically that is going to happen.
Well, I think what happens is, when you're playing in the Champions League, even when you're playing against an average team, which Anderlecht are, if you sit off of them and you give them time to play, those players will hurt you. They have the quality to pick out passes and pick out runs. And I just don't think there's enough of a propensity for the Arsenal players to go and close the ball down and stop the opposition from playing. If you looked, which I thought was brilliant, the first 2 goals from Arteta's penalty is when Danny Welbeck actually wins the ball back, and from Oxlade-Chamberlain's goal, the 3rd goal, is when Sanchez wins the ball back. So you've got your offensive players putting the Anderlecht back 4 under pressure, but you don't get the Arsenal midfield players putting the Anderlecht midfield players under pressure, and you end up bringing pressure on yourself.
And I suspect what Arsenal miss is a real leader like a Vieira or an Adams. There doesn't seem to me a real leader in that team either, is there?
No, I have to agree. There's sometimes, to be fair, if you're going to be a top team, you need 6 or 7 leaders. If you look at the best team in the country at the moment, Chelsea, so you look at them, you've got John Terry, Gary Cahill, Cesc Fabregas, then even up front, Diego Costa. You've got a lot of players who will take responsibility. If you look at Arsenal, and I say us, we're a very, very good technical team, brilliant on the ball, brilliant going forward, but sometimes you need a couple of heads in there just to pull the rein in a little bit and direct the players around you. So I think a lot of the players get wrapped up in the game rather than what sense and what stage the game is, just to pull other players' ambitions in.
And obviously finishing second as well going to be much more difficult because more likely to play one of the real top teams in Europe. Sam, one of our panellists, like to ask a question.
Yeah, Perry, I think Arsenal, we always applaud them for the fact that the Arsene Wenger's record of consistency for getting them into the Champions League is there. You know, and over the course of the season he does tend to achieve that as his very basic goal, and obviously there has been some cup success in more recent years along the way. Are you concerned that there's a level of consistency that Arsenal reach, and they don't seem to be, even with spending relatively big money by their standards, they don't seem to be kicking on to that next level, and perhaps Chelsea and the Man Cities of this world are getting away from them a little bit?
Well, I think you're looking in different playing fields at the moment. If you look at Chelsea with Abramovich and Man City with, obviously, Mansour, they're funded by either, on one occasion, a rich oligarch, and another by basically a country. The way Arsenal run the football club is a fantastically structured business/football club, and I think Arsene has the money now, but he needs to go and spend it on the right players. And I think for probably 2 or 3 years, every Arsenal fan has been saying that we need a physical, strong, big 6'4" holding midfield player to let the other players go and express themselves. And I'll go back to Chelsea. You have Matic, who's very, very strong physically.
Yeah.
Go to Man City. They have Yaya Toure, who's very, very strong physically. So we need that sort of player. So I think the money's there now. The good thing is we're not going to lose our best players season after season, but it's the recruitment of what sort of players we go and buy.
No, definitely, it's very fair.
OK, Perry, thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening. Thank you.